Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money like a magnet, while others work twice as hard and still can't catch a break? Like you see someone who's not even doing anything that looks that special, but they're out here buying properties, traveling, living stress-free, and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Now here's the truth that most people miss. Money doesn't respond to effort, it responds to understanding. Let that sink in. You can grind every single day of your life and still be broke if you don't understand the game. Because money has a flow, and it flows toward those who know what to do with it. This isn't about luck, it's not about being born rich, and it's not even about being a genius, it's about awareness. So, in this video, I want to walk you through something deeper than just money tips. I want to shift your whole mindset. We're going to talk about how money really moves, why it keeps slipping away from so many people, and what it actually takes to position yourself on the receiving end of wealth. So if you're interested in this, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Flourish in Wealth, where financial freedom begins. First off, understand this. Money is not a mystery. It's a game, a system, a language. And like any game, there are rules, strategies, patterns. Most people are playing this game emotionally, not strategically. They're reacting to life. They get a paycheck and it's gone before they can even think. They're spending emotionally, living for the weekend, trying to treat themselves out of burnout. Most people are just out here winging it. They think money is about working a job, getting paid and spending it. That's not the game. That's survival. The real game is knowing how money moves, knowing how to make it grow, knowing how to use other people's money, how to use time to your advantage, how to leverage instead of labor. The people who win with money, they study the game. They know the rules, they know when to take risks and when to wait, and most importantly, they understand value. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to become a student of the game if you want to stop losing. Money flows to value, period. If you're not creating value, solving problems, or making life better, easier, or more enjoyable for other people, you're not even playing the game. You're just watching from the sidelines. I can't stress this enough, guys. Money is like a magnet. It's constantly moving toward where it's most valued. And that value comes from usefulness, not effort. That's why someone can work 60 hours flipping burgers and still struggle to pay rent, while another person builds an app or creates a product that solves one big problem, and money just keeps flowing to them even while they sleep. It's not that one person is better than the other. It's that the second person is solving a problem that people are willing to pay higher for. The marketplace rewards value. Let me ask you, are you helping someone save time? Are you making something more convenient? Are you removing pain or frustration from someone's life? Are you entertaining, educating, or empowering people? If you're not doing any of those things, then yeah, you might be grinding, but you're not in the game. You're sitting on the bench wondering why the ball never comes to you. That's the difference between just working hard and working smart. You can hustle all day, but if you're not building or contributing something valuable, money has no reason to come your way, because money is just a byproduct of impact, and impact comes from value. Now, if you're ready to level up your money game, head to the comments section below and type money game. I'll be looking out for your comments. And if you're finding value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps the algorithm, and it really supports the channel, so I can keep bringing you more content like this. Let's get back to it. Point 2. Money is not earned, it's created. Let's go deeper here. We're taught that money is something you earn. You put in the hours, you get the check. You work harder, you get promoted. That's the programming we grew up with. But the rich don't live in that reality. They create money out of ideas, systems, assets, and value. Think about it. Every business you see, every product you use, every service you pay for, someone created that. It didn't exist before, but now it makes money every single day. Rich people don't just earn money, they create it. If all you're doing is trading time for money, you're capped. There are only so many hours in a day. But when you build something, a business, a brand, a product, a system that brings in money even when you're sleeping, that's when the game changes. Wealthy people understand this. They start businesses that run without them. Invest in things that grow, like real estate, stocks, or even content. Use other people's money, banks, investors' credit to build. Wealthy people don't think, how can I earn more? They ask, what can I build that prints value? The key is to stop trading time for money and start creating something that can produce value even when you're not working. Your labor has limits, your imagination doesn't. Number 3, money flows like water, always moving, always looking for direction. And here's the scary part, if you don't direct it, someone else will. Money doesn't just sit still, it moves from people who don't understand it to people who do. Here's how it works. When you buy something, your money flows to the business. When you pay interest, your money flows to the bank. When you invest, your money flows into assets. And if you're smart, it flows back to you with more friends. The goal is to put yourself on the side of the flow that receives. That means you need to own things, assets, businesses, investments. That's where the flow goes. Think about where your money goes every month. Subscriptions, groceries, gadgets, eating out. You might not even remember half of it. That's the flow moving away from you. Now look at wealthy people. They position themselves at the other end of that flow. They create the businesses you buy from. They own the stocks you invest in. They build the platforms you use. They're not chasing money. They've designed their lives so money flows to them automatically. Your job is to stop being just a consumer and start becoming a creator. Start thinking, where is money flowing? And how can I position myself on the other side? Number 4, most people are stuck in a loop. Work 40 hours, get paid, pay bills, try to enjoy what's left, repeat. They never stop to ask, is this working? And let me say this, just because something is normal doesn't mean it's right. The system is built to keep you in that loop. Debt keeps you chasing your next paycheck. Fear keeps you from taking risks. And school taught you how to be an employee, not how to build wealth. You are conditioned to remain stuck in survival mode. When your whole life is paycheck to paycheck, your brain doesn't have space for strategy. You're thinking short term, next bill, next meal, next emergency. And you can't build wealth with a survival mindset. You need vision, patience, planning. The painful truth is that no one teaches us how to shift out of that mindset. We're told to budget better and stop buying coffee, but nobody's showing us how to build systems that actually create financial freedom. If you want to stop struggling, you've got to break the mental cycle first. You've got to see yourself not just as a worker, but as a builder, an owner, a multiplier. 5. Money flows towards assets and flows away from liabilities, and you've got to learn to tell the difference. An asset doesn't always look flashy. It might be boring, but it pays you. It grows in value. It makes life easier over time. A liability, it might look impressive, but it quietly drains you. If you only take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Buy assets. Avoid liabilities. Assets put money into your pocket. Liabilities take money out. A house that you live in, liability. A house that you rent out for cash flow, asset. Your new car, if it's not making money, it's a liability. A delivery van that brings in money for your business, asset. Your phone, if you only use it to scroll, it's a distraction. The rich focus on building assets first. They use the cash flow from those assets to pay for their lifestyle. The poor, they try to look rich before they are. Big mistake. The game is not about looking rich, it's about becoming rich in silence. Stack assets until your money is working harder than you do. 6. Money loves purpose and direction. If you don't have a plan for your money, it'll find its own way, usually out of your pocket. When you don't track your money, it disappears. When you don't assign your money a task, it finds its own. And that usually means spending. When you don't manage your income, money slips away. Wealthy people give their money a job. Every dollar has a purpose. It's either working to grow, to protect, or to build. If you want more money to come to you, start treating the money you already have with respect. Wealthy people don't just have budgets. They have strategies. Every dollar has an assignment. Every investment has a reason. Every expense has a return. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to start thinking like a leader. If you don't lead your money, it'll leave you. 7. Learn how the rich use debt. Debt is something that scares most people, but debt is not evil. It is only dangerous in the wrong hands. Poor people use debt to live above their means. They borrow for comfort. The wealthy, they borrow to build. They use debt to buy real estate, launch businesses, expand cash flow. Most people use debt to buy stuff they can't afford. That's consumer debt. That's a trap. But the wealthy use debt as a tool. They use good debt to invest in cash-flowing assets like real estate or business growth. Imagine using the bank's money to build something that pays you every month. That's smart, and that's how the rich play. The difference is strategy. 8. The power of financial literacy. Let me say this plain. If you don't understand how money works, someone who does will take it from you. And that's not even evil. That's just how the system works. Financial literacy is your shield and your sword. It protects you from bad decisions and it helps you make smart moves. Learn about interest rates. Learn about taxes. Learn about investing. You don't need to become an expert, but you need to understand the basics. Because once you do, money starts making sense. And that's when it starts flowing to you. Until then, the system will keep profiting off your ignorance. Credit card companies make billions off people who don't understand interest. Taxes drain people who don't understand deductions. Shady investments prey on people who never learn the basics. But the moment you become financially literate, you stop being a target and start being a force. This doesn't mean you need to become an accountant or an economist, but you need to know enough to protect yourself and enough to make smart moves. Because once you start seeing through the fog, you realize this game was never fair, but it can be played. 9. Don't just chase income, build systems. Income is fragile. You lose your job, game over. Think about this. Instead of trying to hustle harder, build something that runs on its own. It could be an online store with automation, a YouTube channel that earns ad revenue, a rental property managed by someone else, or a digital product that keeps selling. System scale, hustle burns out. A system takes time to build, but once it's up, it gives you time back, and time is the real currency. 10. Review your mindset. This one's deep. If you don't believe you can build wealth, you won't even try. If you think money is evil, you'll subconsciously sabotage it. If you think rich people are all scammers, you'll never let yourself become one of them, even if you do everything right. Your mindset shapes your money. If you believe money is hard to get, it will be. If you think you're not worthy of wealth, you'll push it away without knowing. The rich don't just have more money, they think differently about it. They see abundance, not scarcity. They see problems as opportunities. They don't fear failure, they learn from it. Changing your financial future starts with changing your thoughts. Speak differently. Think differently. Move differently. Your mindset is shaping your financial ceiling right now. So stop saying I'm broke, stop saying I can't afford that. Start saying, how can I create the money for this? That shift, that small change in language, rewires your brain for abundance. Wealth starts here, in your thinking, long before it ever shows up in your account. At the end of the day, money is not the goal, it never was. The goal is peace, options, ownership of your time. It's being able to say no without fear. It's providing for your family without stress. It's giving generously without going broke. That's what we're really after. And the crazy part is, once you stop chasing money and start understanding it, money starts chasing you. So here's my question to you. Now that you've heard all this, what are you going to do differently? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this video woke something up in you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who's ready to break out of survival mode. And make sure to check out my other video here for more money tips. You won't want to miss it.